Hi guys and welcome back to another Transfer Centre video by myself, Bateson87. You guys, and we're going to start off with this. I need to cover this subject straight already. A lot of people think that I am making these up. I am literally covering what is being said on websites and obviously news from around the world as well. So one, I don't make these up, guys. These are made up by either the journals on the news websites or even the sports websites or sports papers themselves. So no need to get personal. We're just covering what's there and potentially some nice looking cards as well. As you can see on the screen, we do have an Eden Hazard, which rumoured to go into Real Madrid as an offload in January as well. So if you guys do want any MSP, PSN codes or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com. Their link is down below. If we can try and hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be awesome. You guys seem to love these videos. And I enjoy doing them as well, just because it does show some potential players which could be transferring in January or if not even come summer. So we're going to start off with the demise of Chelsea. You guys have seen them slipping further and further down the table, not picking up any points. Players seem to be at an all-time low morale as well, and potentially Mourinho could be going a little bit further down the line as well. And it's looking like the board have took a meeting about him as well. But rumoured in the paper, guys, we have Eden Hazard could be offloaded to Real Madrid in return for Chelsea signing a player which I really can't see happening. That player is James Rodriguez. So Chelsea are looking for a swap deal to get James Rodriguez to the bridge and obviously Eden Hazard on the other way. Also, you guys have started doing ratings of these transfers, how possible you think these could happen, and I am liking that in the comment section below, so feel free to do that as well. And also, if I do miss any, I do aim to cover them if I do overclick. So next one we have, guys, is Guedes. From, I think it's in the, I think it's at Benfica, isn't it? Arsenal have been scouting him, and it looks like Manchester United are in the race to sign him as well. A young, talented Portuguese player in the left midfield position. We've never seen that at Manchester United before, have we? Likes of Luis Nani and Ronaldo, so who knows, he could follow feet. The next one we have is Lee Griffiths. He is potentially on his way out of Celtic, looking to join the Premier League, and Swansea, and I think it was one other team. I can't remember the other team, though. I think it was mainly Swansea who were interested in Lee Griffiths. For you foot fans out there, it will be a nice addition for the Silver guys. The next one we have is John Obi Mikel. Now, there is going to feature a lot of Chelsea players going in and going out of this video, guys, so make sure you do not think that I create them. Sky Sports, guys, it covers all the papers, all the news, and we go and have a look at that. So we got John Obi Mikel, Galatasaray looking to bring him into the Turkish league, and obviously doesn't really get much game time for Chelsea with the star-studded team they do have, and it sometimes makes it on as a substitute just to cover that back line. The next one is Arsenal making a raid for Rugani, the current Juventus centre-back, quite young as well, 1994 born, so he'd be like in his mid-20s or something, wouldn't he? Oh, early 20s, sorry. Looks alright in game. Would be a nice youth player for Arsenal to bring in as well, so early on in his career, but it's whether Juventus would want to sell. But they have got a lot of star-studded centre-backs in the current squad already. The next one is Kieran Fry. West Brom are looking to actually offer him a return back into the Premier League if their failure of signing one other player, and I can't remember who that player is, doesn't go through. So Fry was, I think, at Fulham. I may be incorrect, I'm pretty sure it was at Fulham, but West Brom are maybe looking to go after him if their main target doesn't actually come. The next one we have, and I did see a skip there, guys, we have Bernardo Silva. He is Monaco currently, and Chelsea are looking to bring him in for the right midfield position, which is crazy considering the wingers that Chelsea do have currently already. Quite young as well. Will be a nice little card and ultimate team, Portuguese and in the Premier League, but not really. I don't know, this one could happen, but who knows. The next one we have is Sebastian Haller from the French League, and Sunderland looking to bring him into the Premier League as well. No idea why they're going for 74 rated players. He's got higher than her. They don't know much about football, do they? The next one is Lionel Messi. Now, this one is one which is rumoured in a few papers that the Manchester clubs of Manchester United are going after Neymar, which covered in the last video, and Manchester City are going after Messi. There's been a lot of transfer talk about Barcelona having to offload some players due to high wage demands and stuff like that, and it looks like Manchester City and Manchester United are turning heads with the wages they are willing to offer. I think between them, they're willing to pay about £1 billion for Lionel Messi joining Manchester City and Neymar joining Manchester United, which I can't see happening. Messi's always rumoured to be leaving Barca, and I can't see it happening either. But I thought I'd put it in there just because it was mentioned twice or 3 times by 3 different sources. But obviously, everyone likes to sell newspapers. Obviously, Messi's going to be one of them. Next one is Aruna Kone, currently at Everton. Sunderland looking to bring him in as a striker or maybe a winger as well. Doing alright at Everton, I think. The little Guinness pint, as a lot of people do like to say on Twitter. But he is an alright little player when he comes on. Not really used as a starter, usually as a super sub, and does alright. Got an informed card on FIFA as well. Next one is Samuel Eto'o. Now I need to find this team name. So he is at Antalyaspor, which name I probably completely butchered. Currently there as a player, but he's actually now been announced as the player manager for this team as well. So the ex-Barcelona, ex-Everton player and Inter Milan is actually now a player manager out in this league. So a nice little piece for you guys who are little retro players and like Samuel Eto'o. Andros Townsend as well, not really getting much game time for Tottenham, and he's looking to play elsewhere. There is a few people looking to bring Andros Townsend in, and one of them being Newcastle. It would be nice to see him get more game time, and foot-wise, I would rather him be at Arsenal, you know, Tottenham. Oof, that was a bad one. Rather be him at Tottenham just because of the links we can get to him, but we'll be alright at Newcastle as well. Next one is James McArthur. He has been rumoured to be going to Arsenal as a covering midfield. Now, we know what it's like with Arsenal's midfield, dropping left, right and centre due to injuries, and James McArthur may fit in as a temporary player to replace that, but whether he wants to or not, that's matter to be said, and he is 28 years of age as well, and yeah, with Arteta and having players like that, he will be alright. He'd fit into the team quite well, but obviously you don't really see Arsenal going for Scottish players. The next one is Dembele. I think he was in my last transfer video, the one before that, where a few players are going after Dembele. He's starting to come to the best playing career at Tottenham anyway, like the best he's played. A lot of people think he was going to light the Premier League on fire, but he's not really done so, and only recently has started performing a lot better than previous. So with that, Napoli are interested. I think there was some other player team interested. I think a Serie A team the other day, but now it looks like Napoli have entered that race as well. Next one we have is Isco. Now I mentioned Isco in the last video, and a lot of people like bits, and he plays all the time, but it actually seems like it's publicly known that Isco is unhappy with the lack of playing time under Rafa Benitez at Real Madrid. Now, with that said, who's going to leave first, Isco or Rafa Benitez? Because I think Rafa Benitez could be on his way out of Real Madrid, especially after the thumping they took to Barcelona, disqualified from the Copa del Rey, and not really performing as well as they should do in the league as well. But Isco linked with a move to Manchester City now as well, and I think it was Manchester United or Chelsea it was the other day actually, so he will be a good signing for them, but realistically can't see it happening. Big money transfers rarely happen, especially when it's to Champions League rival clubs. I say that, but it does actually happen. Also, we have Fazio currently at Tottenham as a centre-back, a very slow-paced centre-back. If you guys play foot and pack him, you know that he's shit. And it is Federico Fazio. He is looking, the club are actually looking, Sevilla are looking to bring him back to rekindle his career, and he is getting a little bit of game time at Tottenham, but Sevilla want him back just to show his high potential. The next one is Victor Ibarbo. Now, if you guys know about Ibarbo, I know about Ibarbo because I do a lot of research, and he does actually have this card in Ultimate Team now, but it's very, very rare. He is on loan at Watford. Watford are going after Iturbe. Roma want to pull Ibarbo back, and therefore may offer Iturbe to Watford in replacement for getting Ibarbo back. Now, a lot of people think that Ibarbo is on loan to Watford from Roma, but that's incorrect. The team is actually from loan. I think it's in the Serie B, and I think it's Calagiuri, is it? But he is not on loan. He's not actually owned by Roma. So potentially we could see him going to Roma and Iturbe coming to Watford, which will be a deal sweetener, won't it? The next one we have, guys, is Marco Verratti. It's actually said that Chelsea have put a hardcore bid in for Verratti, and potentially may see him enter the Chelsea team in January and maybe summer as well, but I can't see it. PSG is the start of a PSG, is doing alright at PSG, and Chelsea are rumoured to be getting rid of like 9 or 10 players out of the first team, which is absolutely crazy. I can't see it happening, and panic purchases by Chelsea just don't seem to work. They look at when they bought Fernando Torres, they seem to flop. So even though money talks, it doesn't buy the best of the player to play for your club. And the final player, guys, is Bournemouth looking to replace Boris York, and they've gone for Marco Sportiello from the Serie A. Looks an average goalkeeper, but then again, we don't really know about these players, do we? So I can't really comment. So that's been a rundown of all the transfer rumours from the past 2 days, guys. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Eden Hazard and obviously Rodriguez, I think, is a complete bullshit one. But I'd like to know your ratings of what you give the potential of these transfers happening. Now, there is actually one I need to mention, because Liverpool are after a player, and he's been rumoured for the last week now, and it looks like it's getting that little bit closer as well. So I'm going to try and find it on this website. I think it's Grodzic, I think it is. Liverpool are close to signing a player from, I think it's Rogic, I think, but I'm trying to find it. I think it's actually further up. So we are going to find this, guys. I'm going to find it, I'm going to tell you. Right, so this is a quick rundown, guys. We've got Mignolet, who's close to signing a new contract with Liverpool, and a lot of people have been taking shots at me for moaning about Mignolet, but set pieces, it's just the whole defence and him. We have Chelsea will relaunch their 40 mil bid to sign John Stones, which we did mention in the last video as well. Juventus is still after Oscar, which was mentioned in the last video, and where was the other one? And Chelsea have been warned off Texera as well, and it'll cost them more than 7 million more if they fail to land him in January. And where was the other one? There is another one as well, which has been, I need to find this Liverpool one. It was there because I was fucking reading it before, and I was looking for the player, but I can't seem to find it. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, so it's Grujic, and it's from Red Star Belgrade, 19-year-old, and we're in the gonna pay 4.3 million for him. Not on the game, but I would have showed you with that one as well. And there's also a mention of Sacco wanting to being targets of Roma in January. So that's been a rundown of transfers, guys. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not. And if you haven't missed any of the previous transfer videos, go and check them out, because it seems that a lot of newspapers and news outlets seem to look at other papers and then a few days later put them in there. So there is repeated quite a lot on the Sky Sports website. So guys, leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you're not, and I'll be back another day with another video for you guys to enjoy.